Hey guys, welcome to another video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about Palworld. So yeah, Palworld just threw us for another loop here. We got some more information regarding the early access launch. So if you head over to their Discord, they actually posted this message here. Palworld early access launch FAQ. Obviously, we know Palworld's going to be launching January 19th, but when will the game release? Palworld launches into early access worldwide January 19th. So at midnight at PST, or if you look at my screen here, this is US East, and it's 3 a.m. So if you go to their Discord, this will auto-convert to your time zone, so you don't have to do the crazy conversions. Man, there's so many time zones. But yeah, so let's go with the next thing here. How much will Palworld cost? Yeah, that's been kind of bugging me. For me, initially, I was thinking it was going to be like maybe $39.99 or something. But yeah, we got a confirmation now. So Palworld will cost $29.99 during early access. So this whole during early access, to me, it seems like it's going to raise, once full release happens. So that's potentially, it can double in price, maybe go up $10. But honestly, getting Palworld at this price is pretty solid price. Honestly, that's a really good price point they set there. And just like what they said, this price will vary depending on your regional currency. So I'm US dollar, so it may vary. But yeah, really good entry price point. Most likely it is going to go up. If I had to guess, it's probably going to be closer to $50 USD by the time full release happens. And I'm not sure if they're gonna maybe segment the pricing, because if you go back and look at Tim kind of segmented, I think it was every 6 months they added another $5 to $10 to the game. So I definitely would catch this early, because I don't plan, honestly, I don't see this game going any lower than this price, unless it's 2 or 3 years from now in some crazy winter sale or something, or summer sale or something. But yeah, let's see what else they have here. Will new pals and areas be added to Palworld? Yes, Palworld will continue to be updated during and after early access. We will share a roadmap of our year one plan shortly after release. I'll definitely once that roadmap comes out, I'll definitely make a video on it, guys. But yeah, let's see what else they got here. Is there PvP in Palworld? PvP will not be supported at initial release. Oh no! I love PvP. I was planning on having maybe a secondary file or save file and going and just joining a PvP, because it's a whole different gameplay when you go from PvE to PvP. You got to definitely kind of watch your back. But okay, I'll give them a break on that. However, we are currently testing PvP internally and experimenting with different approaches. We want to find the right type of PvP that fits Palworld, and when it is ready, we will share news with you all. So okay, so it's not gonna happen initially, but it is obviously planned, so that's decent. And we just went over this with my last video here. Is Palworld on Xbox Game Pass? Yes, that is honestly, this is a very smart move for the devs, because it's just going to give them more exposure. And the best part is, a lot of people don't realize that game devs actually get paid for every time that, I don't know the contract details, because obviously I don't work for Pocket Pair, but normally the studio or the publisher normally signs some type of an agreement with the Xbox or Microsoft, and every time a download happens, they normally get a cut. That's the nice part about Game Pass. It's not like the full Steam profit, but still, it's still profit. And the best part is, it gives them numbers just to give them a sense of how popular and how many people are actually interested in playing the game. So let's see. Speaking of Xbox and Steam, does Palworld support cross-play between Xbox and Steam? I was not expecting this to be like at launch, which is what they confirm here, not at launch, but we are working to make this a possibility as soon as possible. Yeah, I was not like I was not expecting this at launch, but I definitely see this happening at full release. This also means PC Game Pass cannot play with Steam players until crossplay is added. Yeah, that makes sense because Game Pass is pretty much the Xbox or Microsoft Store version. And unfortunately, you PlayStation guys, Palworld will be coming to PlayStation 5 ? We don't have plans for this at the moment, but we will consider it during development. So honestly, guys, if you're trying to if you guys are a PlayStation person, the more you guys get loud and tell Pocket Pair that you guys want it, the more likely they're going to start working on it. So I definitely would start messaging on all the socials and all the YouTubes and stuff, and just start showing your interest. Okay, so will Palworld support more languages? We don't have any plans to add more languages for initial release, but we would like to support more as we continue to develop the game. So initial release, is that meaning early access or actual non-early access, from a year from now? Not sure what the wording actually means, but yeah, I wasn't expecting multiple languages, at least during early access. But yeah, just like what I said for the PlayStation guys, for the other regions that have different languages, definitely show your support and let Pocket Pair know that Japanese and English are not the only languages out there. But yeah, so let's see, what is the next one? Does Palworld support controllers on PC? I was assuming they would because it's on the Xbox store. So they did confirm that. So that's really good. And I just learned this recently, that I didn't realize that controller support can be I haven't confirmed it with Palworld because I don't actually have the game with me, but I didn't realize that a lot of people that have disabilities can remap the controllers to fit their needs, which is I didn't even think of that. That was that's really cool, which honestly I'm really happy to see devs adding controller support now knowing that information, because that opens the game not just for just regular folks, but anybody that has a disability. I want everybody to be able to play, and that's really nice to see that controller support. I'm assuming they're going to have some type of remapping option there. So let's see, what is the next thing? Can Palworld be played offline and single player? And they put a yes. You can play Palworld by yourself offline or with your friends online. So much better. Why doesn't Tim have this? It doesn't make any sense. Palworld has an offline mode. This is really good. So let's see. How does multiplayer work in Palworld? You can play Palworld with up to 3 friends by simply starting a multiplayer game and inviting them 4-player co-op. Beyond this, you can create a dedicated server which will allow for up to 32 players in the same world and create guilds together. We will provide the tools to create these servers yourself at launch. Oh, okay. So this is kind of it sounds like it's kind of like Ark, except Ark didn't really want you to really do your own dedicated servers other than, go to Nitrado. So it sounds like they're going to give us the server files and potentially have us have tools to basically launch our own personal servers. But I have a feeling there might be different methods of connecting. There might be just a co-op where you don't need a dedicated server, where you can launch it through your computer and you can run simultaneously, where you have the server and the game running on the same computer, which I'll probably be honest, you're probably going to need a beefy machine if you're trying to run a server and the game on the same computer. But honestly, having a dedicated server on dedicated hardware, or I believe you're going to be able to rent servers to play this. I haven't seen any concrete information, but just guessing, I'm assuming there's going to be services out there just like Nitrado. I'm not a real big Nitrado fan, but I know there might be some other services that might support this game. But once I get some more information, I'll definitely update you guys in a future video. But I definitely like dedicated servers. Nothing against official servers, but I like to be able to control the rates of just drops and stuff. I'm going to be honest, I have a full-time job, and doing daily videos and having kids and a wife and a family life and having, you know, an IRL as well. Like, I'm trying to stay, you know, possibly sane. I'm not, you know, trying to live on the computer 24 hours a day. You know, I do like to touch some actual green grass. So it's nice being able to have, you know, higher rates for, you know, instead of having like maybe 3 wood, you know, you hit the tree and you get 3 wood, you know, maybe I can, you know, increase it up to like 20 or 25, you know, save me, you know, hours of grinding so I can get, you know, more content out to you guys. So let's see, what else do we got here? Can I use my single player character in multiplayer too? At the moment, partially yes. So I'm going to be honest with you guys, just with that answer right there. I would probably make the assumption that I would make separate characters until, you know, Pocket Pair has given us an official, like, because it's very possible it might, you know, bug out and you might lose potentially both sides. You don't want to, you know, especially if you spent time customizing it. I totally understand. I would go in with the mindset of creating 2 separate characters or 2 separate save things at this point. Let's see, what else do they say here? Your character is bound to your world and is not shared across servers or single player. However, if you are the host of a co-op game, then you can switch between single player or multiplayer freely, but your guests will not be able to do this. We plan to provide a server save transfer method later on during development. Yeah, basically what I said. At this point, if you're playing early access, like basically next week, I would just go into the mindset, if you're wanting to do single player and multiplayer, just have 2 different characters at this point, which isn't a bad thing. Honestly, you might have to go into the mindset that there might be a possible wipe in the future. There's always that chance when playing early access type games. It's very rare, but there's always that chance. So just keep that in mind, guys. Like, there's always the possibility of server wipes. So does Palworld support modding? Steam Workshop. I'm assuming this is not going to be live initially. So let's see what they say. Steam Workshop support won't be supported straight away, but we planned to add it after launch. Palworld is made in Unreal Engine 5, and we will look forward to seeing what sorts of mods people come up with. Honestly, the first mod I probably see that's gonna happen, and it's probably gonna get DMCA'd immediately, is someone probably adding actual Pokemon characters. You know, having a Bulbasaur or a Charmander or a Pikachu. That would be kind of hilarious. Replace the chickens with Pikachus and boil them and cooking them. That would be kind of funny. But I do see like modding being a really nice thing to this game, because you can essentially change anything with the mod. Like if you go into like deep into the modding world of Ark, like mods are so like like they're so like into the game. Like some mods are so good in Ark that they actually adopted the mod into an official patch, like S+. Like, honestly, S Plus was like a godsend when it came to mods. So it's really nice to see, you know, really high quality mods. And it's very possible that Pocket Pair may take, you know, serious mods that actually benefit the game, and actually, hopefully, they'll have an open mind and potentially put them in official, you know, updates in the future. But I definitely want to see what type of mods you guys. I can already see like flying mods, better gliders. Like, I definitely see some, you know, life improvement, or maybe, you know, a mod that improves your movement speed or something. You know, definitely, I'm so excited to see this. But let's see, what is the last thing? Is this game a scam? I don't think it's a scam, guys. They've given us a trailer, they've given us a release date, and I mean, January 19th will give us the date. I don't think this is like the day before. I think this is actually a real thing. So let's see. It is not a scam, and we will definitely be released on January 19th. Palworld is a typical Steam game. You buy it once and is yours forever. Well, we may consider expansions after the full. Ooh, expansions. I mean, I'm all board on for expansions. If they're anything like Arc expansions, like whole new maps or just like whole new regions, I really like that. Let's see. That is a conversation we will all have together as a community when the time comes. Oh, okay. I really like how they're trying to get the community involved with big decisions like that, because not all communities are all for DLC. I'm in the fact that this game has servers, so there's going to be some type of overhead for these guys every month once these servers go live, and servers are not cheap. So having DLC, like, personally, I'm not even against having cosmetics for sale. Like, as long as it's not pay to win, or I buy this super strong gun. Like, I'm all for cosmetics for sale. And it may not be the most popular thing to believe, but honestly, being able to have income, solid income coming in, and plus, there's always people out there that always want, this crazy looking skins. I mean, look at Fortnite. People will pay an arm and a leg for skins, and at this point, I don't see a reason why Palworld can't join them as well, because especially covering those server costs. But yeah, this is some really good news. I'm really excited. We got a finalized cost, at least for initial early access release, of $29.99. Obviously, it's on Game Pass. Crossplay is not enabled, unfortunately. PS5, maybe a future update, but in the overall thing, this is a really good FAQ. It definitely answers a lot of questions that people were having after the last trailer they had. So I'm really happy to hear all these questions being answered. But yeah, if anything new pops up before January 19th, I'll definitely get you guys updated. If not, I will see you guys out there. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, guys.